Hello and welcome to Track Safety Matters. Today's episode centres on innovation and how important this is in improving rail safety and performance. Innovation, in its definition, is crucial to the continuing success of any organisation and promotes the ability to develop new ideas, methods and products. With that in mind, the products and programmes you see today are just a small example of the work being done by the rail industry to meet the demands of an ever-growing network. First up, the ZKL 3000 RC. Initially used in L&E, this is a potentially game-changing piece of kit which creates a safe, protected area for workers on track.
The ZKL 3000 RC is a product that we've developed and produced in the Netherlands via Dual Inventive. What the unit does, when activated, it interacts with the signalling system to show the track occupied.
ZKL is in replacement for using an HSM, using detonator protection.
As signallers, we've been asking for additional protection for a long time, and most of our line blockages we do have no additional protection, just signallers with reminder appliances. This gives us a backup piece where it then prevents human error from the signaller, and the signaller can easily identify where the men are working. We just confirm that it's actually activated, the signal's at red, the track circuit's showing occupied, and it's so much quicker to get the line blockage on and off in a more protected state.
So after the initial installation and function test, we can then activate and deactivate all subsequent line blocks via remote control without the need to enter the forefoot. We can remote monitor the status of the ZKL, so from any web-based computer with a login to MT-Info, you can remote monitor and observe what's happening real time with the ZKL, as well as the opportunity to download reports retrospectively that will give you all the data of when, where, for how long the units were used.
It can all be installed within a matter of minutes. You know, it's really simple. As long as your planning stage is correct, when you come out to install, you should have no issues.
The ZKL 3000 RC itself is a SIL 4 rated piece of equipment. That's safety integrity level 4. It's the highest on UK railway. So the system has gone through rigorous safety checks.
You're lowering the risk of putting somebody in the forefoot on nights. It can be installed on days. It's instant. There's no confusion. Are you on the right line? Am I at the right place? You know, it's just a win-win.
Now, news on the Safer Trackside working programme and its goal of delivering new protection and warning systems. Currently at prototype stage, here's Mark Prescott with the details.
Network Rail has invested heavily in reducing the need to visit track through improved maintenance processes and new technologies, for example, plane line pattern recognition trains. But unfortunately, we still need to visit track and undertake basic maintenance and enhancement activities. So in recognising the fact that people are still being struck by trains, the Safer Trackside working programme has been formed. Its remit is to investigate and develop new technologies to bring about new protection and warning systems that are of a higher integrity and reliability than is currently available in the marketplace. These new protection and warning systems are already at prototype stage. We've installed them at our training school at Paddlewood to do some bench testing. We will be providing pilot sites around the country where we will be able to demonstrate the new technologies once we get approval to do so. Safer Trackside working programme recognises that introducing new technologies is a massive issue for change for track workers, and we recognise that it will take time for people to trust the new technologies. As a result, we've seconded a workforce engagement leader to the programme, and he represents the National Safety Council. He is an RMT elected safety representative and has been elected by RMT Grades Council to work with us and make sure that what we are producing meets everyone's needs.
Next up, we're going to see how the new mobile flash butt welder is helping to reinvent the welding process on track.
Okay, this is one of the fleet of 10 mobile flashbot welding units that were designed for Network Rail to be operated by Network Rail. They are capable of working adjacent line open, under live overheads, and the capability of welding and stressing. Well, firstly, flashbot welding is a far superior weld than what we've been using for the past 50 years, which is aluminothermic. It's a solid phase weld, so we're welding the rail to itself, so it actually is rail.
The machine will hold the stressed weld for 8 minutes. This is a cut down time from doing it with thermic welding, where we used to hold it for half an hour.
The mobile flashbot welding can be used in most circumstances. The only issues we have is where rail cannot be moved, i.e. in the main part of F&C. Rail is being absorbed during the process. In the machine behind me, it absorbs 27mm for every weld, so therefore we have one rail needs to be able to move. So you could work from S&C inwards, but anything within plain line. But we also, because of the technology, allows us to weld out of track. We can weld prep weld joints, line side, forefoot, even in a factory condition. With the introduction of this, these technology we got here, the original flashbot welders we brought here in the 90s were unable to do the stressing, so it was always an additional work done by aluminothermic teams. This kit here allows us to weld and stress, and in fact the operation behind us now is going to weld and stress simultaneously. We've been able to do both level 1 and 2 stressing, where it's the insertion of a rail defect, replacement of a closure or an IBJ. Both these methods are showing signs of being able to do it in less than half the current time.
The computer system is self-explanatory. All we do is input the data, and that the computer program is programmed to in accordance with the 3011 standard as well. The computer will work out exactly the extension we need and the tonnage it needs to do it. It's a good weld, it will say OK in nice green letters, and if it's a failed weld it will come up as a big red X.
The speed and efficiency of the mobile flashbot welder led to the need and subsequent development of the CD501 fast clipper.
When we set off on this approvals program, the idea of unclipping track, we had to go up to 900 metres because that's the maximum pull in one direction. To unclip this manually was a bit of a daunting task.
It was quite a fast machine, the flashbot welder. What we were finding was that lads were sort of struggling to keep up. But obviously we don't want any accidents or anything like that to happen. So with the introduction of the CD501, we've found that it's cut down on the amount of men we need out on track. Also it's cut down the man hours, which is a significant thing when you're thinking about health and safety figures. Obviously the less time the lads are spending out on the track, the less chance there are of any accidents. We can offer a complete package for short possession times. So we're able to go in there, get the job done, and we're also able to get it done quickly and safely as well.
As apparent throughout, innovation is key to the success of the railway. And those innovations, those new ideas, can come from all of us. Here's Steve Featherstone, who's going to tell us about a new scheme that's underway and how you can contribute.
Over the last 10 minutes, you've seen lots and lots of great innovations. Some of the best advice I ever had was from my dad, the day I left to start work as a teenager. And he said, Steve, if you've ever got a problem, you don't know what the answer is, ask the guys that dig the holes. They've known the answer for 20 years, just nobody's asked them. So now I'm asking all of you out there, what ideas have you got that will improve safety? And in order to encourage you to come forward with your ideas, I'm going to offer 5 £1,000 prizes for the best safety innovation ideas. The instructions on what to do will follow shortly. There'll be a judging panel. It'll involve managers, it'll involve safety professionals, it'll involve the trade unions. And in a few months' time, we'll tell you all about the best ideas.
To submit entries for the scheme, please contact the TSA team via the details on the screen now. The closing date for submissions is Monday the 5th of January 2015. Well, that's it for this episode of Track Safety Matters. Thanks to all of those who took part, and thank you for watching. To find out more about anything mentioned in the programme, Visit the website at tracksafetyalliance.co.uk. Network Rail staff can access information via the communities page on Connect. And remember, outstanding safety performance and outstanding business performance go hand in hand. But until next time, stay safe.